Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Greg Michalowski from ForexLive.com. This is a technical look at the sterling versus US dollar for the week started February 23rd, 2015. I'm going to drill down by starting to take a look at the a weekly chart to get things going here. And when you look at the weekly chart, I see this big, huge move to the downside, big trend move to the downside. It's fairly quick off a weekly chart at least. It started in July and ended in January. Went from about 171.90 down to 149.50. That's a pretty big percentage move. Now I put a Fibonacci retracement on this move to the downside, and the 38.2% retracement comes in at 158.05. Now it seems like that would be a hard target to go and reach. But in the scheme of things, in this big picture right here, that's certainly something that off the weekly chart you might target. The other thing that's more positive in the shorter term here, off of the or let me just say corrective off of this chart, is the way that the market failed down here at the lows when it broke below this trend line. Couldn't get down to these lows right here and started to move to the upside. So that's giving us our corrective move here in the sterling versus US dollar. It just got a little bit too oversold here, and now we can see a corrective move to the upside with a potential at 158.05. Now let's take a look at the daily chart. And what is the daily chart saying? Again, we have this trend move to the downside here. This is, this started back in July, and we have this this channel here, which over the last couple of weeks we were able to move above that channel trend line and stay above that channel trend line. So that's more positive, it's corrective positive, but it's more positive here for the sterling versus US dollar, more bullish, I should say. If I zoom in here a little bit and take a look at the closer what's going on through here, we stalled last week near the 61.8% retracement near this low right here, near the topside trend line off of here. And so there's a big cluster of resistance right in this little area right here. And that's where the market said, enough, let's stall right there. Let's take a little breather. On Thursday and Friday, we did have a little rotation back to the downside. Now that rotation to the downside took it near the January 1 low here. This is from January 2nd, I should say. First day of trading, moved sharply to the downside. Over the weekend, we gapped a little bit lower, and we came right back down toward that area right there, and also near the 50% retracement. I'm going to be watching the 50% retracement early on this week, 153.67. We've had 2 days in a row to the downside, so we'll give it a little breather, see what happens on the opening on Monday, and see if the market can get down toward that 153.67 level and see what happens there. Okay, if it goes below it, just let it go. Be patient. You don't need to rush things. But if we go below it, come back above it, or bounce off of it, maybe that will be the case or the floor that you want to establish in trading this week, and see if we can continue this bullish move to the upside. That might take us through the 61.8, through the top side right here, up to the top side trend line, or even the 100-day moving average. That's a blue line in this chart. Remember, on the weekly chart, we had 158.05. Let's call it 158. On the daily chart, the 100-day moving average comes in around the 156 level. So is that a level that we can aspire to or look toward if the bulls remain in control? And I bring it back out again because last time we were above the 100-day moving average. It goes all the way back to August of last year. So that's a long time that the market's been below this level. This consolidation here has allowed the 100-day moving average to really get to the closest point that it's been to the price. And so a lot of times, and especially with things like breaking this trend line, you can get that corrective move that takes it up and tests that level. So that's kind of my target, my first real main target on the top side that I would be looking for if the pound sterling can keep its bullishness this week and going forward, is to look for sellers up here. Now, I said I drilled down all the way to the hourly chart and take a look at what the hourly chart is saying. And if we take a look at the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trading days, it's right through here. And through this, that was last week's trading. And through that week, we were able to stay above the 200-hour moving average, all except maybe this bar right here and these two bars right here. So 3 of the bars went below the 200-hour moving average in this consolidation week where the market went up and down and up and down. The last thing that it did do was find pretty good support down there against that 200-hour moving average. So we'll give the benefit of the doubt that there's going to be buyers down near that level. 153.61.7 is where that currently comes at 153.61.7. Let's go back to our daily chart. What is our 50% retracement level? 153.67.5. So the 200 hour moving average and that 50% retracement level are going to be pretty much right on top of each other, and that's going to give us another more confidence, or at least draw a line in the sand near that level to see if the market can hold above that level. It can hold above that level, that's more bullish. If it goes back below that level, stay aside, maybe even play the short side for a down or move down toward the 153.04-ish type level. We have a high here, we have a low here, and we have 61.8% retracement of this move to the upside in that area right there. On the top side, if we're able to get back above this trend line at 154.07 and start to take out our prior highs here, we do have, I'm gonna draw a trend line here that connects these highs, see if there's anything there. Yeah, pretty good trend line going across right there. We need to get above that trend line, don't we? And that opens up the door for upside, where we're going to start to take out our previous highs and see if we can get above that upper level off of our daily chart. So that's a look at the technical look at the sterling versus US dollar, drilling down from a weekly to the daily to the hourly chart. Good fortune with your trading. My name is Greg Michalowski. Bye-bye now.